Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. How's the volume feeling? I think we should be pretty good, all things considered. Looking at the game sounds versus the mic. Yeah, we should be fine. Let me know if I should turn the game sounds down any. Everything can't really turn the mic up at this point. First time streaming in quite a while. First time streaming here for Games for Access. Although you may have heard my voice in the past, streaming with Aaron. But today I am streaming solo. We're playing some Against the Storm. Let's see where we're at. Am I between matches or am I in the middle of a game? I guess we'll find out in just a moment, and see where we're at. We are in the middle of a game. My game is loud. I want to turn the game down a little bit. See if that helps any. Maybe there? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Okay, I've mostly just started. I'm not sure why I quit. You guys in a bad spot. But here we are. So, you see here on the right, I have some orders I need to do. I perform those orders by doing things here on the map. Right, that's why I was going to quit, because I don't have anything I can do about this situation, which is about to literally blow up in my face. Let's see. So, okay, so this situation is, when this thing ends, when this timer pops down, it's going to destroy everything in its, within its radius. I have about 7 minutes to get that done. And these are the things I can use to help prevent that from happening. Bricks are nice. Bricks are usually pretty available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a trading post, and hope that the trader who shows up will be able to help. Provide me some of those materials that I need to prevent this from killing all of us. This thing, I can worry about that later. This one is the priority at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and move you up to the top priority as well. So that'll get my one available worker looking over there a little bit quicker. I'm in fact going to pull another worker off of that to hopefully build this a little faster. This is the trading post. You can buy things from the trading post. That seems pretty sensible to me. It's built using wood. You get wood from trees. And you cut down trees using the woodcutter's camps, which are your primary thing, which are the thing you need to build first in pretty much every map. And we're building, and we're built. Okay. Well, you can trade, obviously, but you can also buy things. Okay. You need 16 barrels. He has barrels for sale. So I'll buy 16 of those. I'll toss him some of my money. And I'll toss in some pigments. Okay, that's all my pigments. And I guess I will also sell some copper ore. Okay. And I want to send both of these workers here. And I can choose if I want to get more money or more reputation, which is what you need to win the game. Or if I can get, some coal, some crystallized dew, which is a very useful metal, which you use to build very important things. And I get a permanent upgrade. So I'm going to go with that. I'll send my guys there. And hopefully this works out. And you have 3 seasons every year. You have the one we were just in, which was clearance. The one before that was drizzle. And the one we're in right now is storm. Storm is the spooky season, and it causes people's resolve to drop. And if their resolve drops into 0 or the negatives, they might leave. And you don't want them to leave. You want them to stick around, you know? But you can reduce the hostility of the force, which is the primary cause of loss of resolve during storm season, by burning more stuff in your hearth. In this case, I'm burning some extra wood, because I have 317 wood. I'm going to need more wood by the time I'm done, but that's a good start. I'm going to burp real quick, I'm sorry. I'm drinking soda. As you might be able to tell, Diet Cherry Coke. My trapper's camp has no deposits nearby. And it looks like there's no place for me to get a deposit. So I'm just going to move it over to here. And I'm going to empty out the population. And set people to work. I do love Cherry Coke. Okay, this should keep... Yeah, this will be done in 30 seconds. Harvester's camp is empty. Oh, I probably moved that one over there because the harvester camp is empty. Oh, that's fine. I'll let these people work. Actually, maybe I'll move you. I don't want to do that. I'll put you there. All right. And now the storm's over. Everyone's happy. Everything's fine. Ooh. Oh, those are 2 good choices. So, as I said, hostility is what makes things get bad in the storm season. This upgrade, at the start of every year, which is drizzle season, you get a choice of 1 upgrade. This one reduces the hostility from woodcutters, which is pretty high, especially when you start getting more woodcutters later in the year. This reduces it by 8 per woodcutter, which is pretty big. But this one, that you get 3 packs of provisions for every new villager. Now you might be wondering what's the big deal about provisions. Well, I picked that one, and now I get some new villagers. And now I can go to the trade routes. I can use my provisions to sell things. Oh, I forgot I have tightened belts, but this is fine. I'll turn you off as well in that case, though. Okay. So that's doing its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and send 1 person here to rebuild that rain mill eventually. This stuff here is fertile land, which I can eventually turn into farmland, and when I can build farms on it. But I think I also see some of these guys. Sea marrow is something you can burn. I don't get it, but whatever. And I'm going to build a stonecutter's camp. In part so that I have one of each type of camp. Still don't have an herbalist camp, but I might actually build one of those just for the sake of having it. And I'm probably going to put my extra people into here to work on that. I'm still relatively early in this. I don't know what sea marrow is. I really don't know. It's an efficient fuel. I'm guessing it's like some kind of oil? But like shrimp oil? I don't know. I just don't know. It is a good fuel source, and B, it sells for a lot of money. And sometimes, like, sometimes you run out of fuel and you want to, like, get more fuel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want fuel. So yeah, this year is kind of basically done at this point. Once I get that done, I'll pop some people into it. This place is the crude workstation is the primary source of improved like material. Um, and you really do need the improved material. Let's see. Do I have any other? I want to look at what my conditions are. Okay, nothing special. Some stuff on the map gives you like special effects. Unlike the big map, gives you special effects on a given stage. Like there's one that makes it so that you don't ever have to worry about. I have past crops, and see, this is what happens when you have like a full thing done. You go in, you turn it in, you get a reward. This one lets us plant crops faster and lets us get past crops faster, which is nice. Also gives us 10 money and gives us some reputation. Enough reputation that we can get a building upgrade. I think I'm going to go with this one. Because this one lets you build simple tools. And simple tools are vital for opening up caches, which provide pretty big benefits for opening them up. But you need materials to make tools, and like you need people to work the places where you're making the tools. And it becomes a whole big thing. But I do want a small farm right there. Now we can toss some workers in there. Get ourselves a nice supply of grain and vegetables. Hearty ingredients to help improve everyone's livelihood. Now, a lot of my materials are going to be going towards these buildings first. These buildings are houses, but they're high-grade houses, which means that people will stay in them are going to be happier than if they were staying in lower-grade houses. But the higher-grade houses are like specifically like meant for like specific species. Our particular settlement has humans, beavers, and harpies. Humans are good at growing crops and brewing. Beavers are good at woodworking and engineering. And harpies are good at alchemy and cloth. Alright, I'm going to move him over there. We are going to need a source of stone before too long, but I think I'll worry about that next year. Stone or clay is necessary to make brick, which is one of your primary high tier goods. As you see, we're now burning through some resources to get through this storm, but again, we have plenty of wood, so we're fine. This is currently like the third highest difficulty, which is level difficulty that I've kind of gotten used to at this point. These are geyser pumps. Geyser pumps generate, and this may come as a shock to you, they generate water. The value of water is that you can use it in plumbing for your various buildings, and buildings that have supply of water are much more efficient than ones that lack it. Alright, new year, new set of upgrades. That one, no thank you. This one gives me a higher production when corruption is higher. I didn't really mess with corruption, so it's not really a thing I won't bother with. one increases food production based off of water, but not very high, because you have a lot of water. I don't want that one, which because this one removes my ability to manage what I'm allowing my people to eat and drink and so forth. In case I will save some material for an order. This one though, this one gives us extra, more stuff from the nodes I find, which is never a bad thing. I won't see who shows. Well, see who's here. See if I have anything. I do want you actually. Ooh, these are all really nice, but I really can't afford any of them. Either of them. These are your camps, and your camps have a baseline of what they can. Most camps come in 2 tiers. The first tier can only harvest small crops, small nodes, while the second tier can harvest both large and small. And these are large berry nodes. So I was glad I was able to get that upgrade. So here's my thing. I won't build another woodcutter's camp right around here, because I am starting to run low on wood. And I want to see if I have something that can build planks. I do not appear to have anything to build planks, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. I am going to be looking for a new source of food, or not food, of stone. Because stone makes bricks, and bricks are valuable. You hear that little yell. That little yell means that my hostility rating has increased because I have too many. Anything? No. Of course not. So I'm going to actually work on carving a path into this larger glade, but this one is a dangerous glade, which means it has a event in it that I'll need to solve in order to not have bad things happen. I might build a second one of these guys, because these are the ones who turn your raw materials into advanced materials. And advanced materials, of course, are very valuable. Yeah, you can go there's limits to how far you can go in any given direction. Like you see, this stuff past here is all. I don't know what that is. Alright. Okay. Not sure why I was able to go this far out on that particular direction. But yeah, you can go out in any direction you want. The more glades you uncover, the higher your hostility gets. So that's a good reason to not go too fast in any direction. But yeah. I'm going to convert this guy. Oh, this guy wants some sea marrow. Here you go. Send you there. Unfortunately, that particular thing increased our hostility rating. And we'll send you there. And you're going to get berries. And you can tell we are currently low on food, which means that our resolve is going to be lower than it would otherwise be. Which is another reason to get that farm up and going. Unfortunately, farms you plant them in drizzle, and then you get the stuff in clearance, and we're almost done with drizzle. So we're not going to be able to plant anything there, unfortunately. At least not this season. And we'll move you up here. Sometimes, like, fertile soil is covered up in trees. So you have to cut down those trees in order to get access to the full supply of fertile soil. Do I have? Okay. Oh dear. Right, because they're not very happy right now. I'll burn some wood. You happy now? You're happy now. Okay. Because this isn't working. This dangerous event has a negative effect, in which case my hostility is increased by 2 whole levels, which makes my people very unhappy. But then once it's done, it decreases hostility by half a level, which is pretty big. Are those large? Those are large eggs. Okay. I need to build some harpy houses, I think. Because the harpies are not happy. The harpies are never happy. Once this is done, they'll be happier. Nothing I can do about that at this point. They're just increasingly hungry. I usually pick things that give me like interesting bonuses and that are going to be doing things that I'm doing anyway. Like this one is find 5 glades. Sure, I'm be doing lots of that. This one is have 12 humans. This one's having a lot of farm fields, and this one, if you compare the bonuses, this one gives me +1 egg and 3 humans. This one gives me 4 people and +1 grain. And I think I prefer the grain. But there's a couple tasks complete. And I'm going to build you. And you, because I do need clothing, so. And that, come on, 30 more seconds. I do need. Oh, okay. And everyone's happy now. Okay, great. And I can put you guys there, and we're good to go for the rest of the season. And here we're waiting for some vegetables, some berries to come in, which they will as soon as I get enough people to get the berry thing going. And now we see the issue that we're running into when we have to burn wood. We run out of wood. All right. Nothing there. Hopefully those berries will make everyone happy. And hopefully I won't run out of coal before. Okay, great. They're not happy. Great. Love it. I really can't afford to burn any more. I can't afford to burn one wood. Storms are rough. plus 50% from the food from my small farms. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and destroy you. Alright. So that's doing its thing. You're doing your thing. We're going to need another woodcutter's camp, I think. Because as you can see, our average wood is dropping. Which means that we need more wood. And like certain people have certain of the species have different like specialties. Like the humans are better at getting food. The beavers are better at cutting trees, and so on. There we go. We're finally building those buildings. Let's see, 20% movement for woodcutters, good. 25% clearance time, good. More pigment, sure. Trade routes are a great way of making money, especially if you have a solid source of provisions packs, which are what you need in order to get people to actually go on the trips to get the stuff you want. I like games that I can pause and like take my time to like look at things, look at the situation, figure out what I want to do next, which is perhaps a slightly broad listing of games, but I don't like games where like you have to be like 100% focused the entire time that you're playing them, because my attention wavers, my attention moves around quite a bit. I think I might have ADHD inattentiveness, but it might just be another side effect of my depression. See, now we're happy. We have berries. We're building things. Things are finally turning around for the best. We're going to get a nice new influx of people from this. Got a new... Hopefully we'll get this built soon. It's being built. It's being built. Nodding, nodding, nodding. And that, though, 3 people from that's always nice. You never have enough people. You always need more people. That's the real secret to this game. That your greatest resource is people. And that's a nice... Also, sometimes you need stone. And that's a nice supply of stone. But you really can't do stuff with stone unless you have people to, like, work the stone minings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. People make this world go round. Okay. I think I'm going to go with you. These are a special kind of buildings called, city buildings. In this case, I'm going to build a great big temple where my people can meet their needs for education as well as for religion. Actually, I'm also going to build some roads. These provide like really sizable increases to people's morale if they get their needs for the needs that they desire fulfilled. As well, increasing that gives a nice big boost. Actually, I won't turn you off. Real quick. That way people don't eat my grains. I do need another more grains. This is an interesting formation that I've not seen before. Yeah, I do really like the look of the game. And it handles really smoothly, and like you can pause. So you know I love that. And like it just is like it's all about being cooperative and like building things to like survive, you know, these terrible disasters that have befallen the reality. And so it has like that nice like feel to it, you know what I'm saying? I do feel comfortable starting to build my industrial output. I'll build a workshop here. I'm going to make you actually the top priority. Workshop. A clothier. Or some people might say clothier. Leather worker. I can move you wherever I want to move you. I like setting up little like industrial zones where people like build things. I have a rain mill. Atelier. And then I'm also going to put my brick oven here. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to build a road from here. I'll move you actually out of the way real quick. I also like this game because it lets you build roads. I'm sure this might be too old of a reference for some of y'all, but one of the things I liked about Warcraft 1 is that you built roads to places. And they kind of got rid of that in future Warcraft games. To their detriment, in my opinion. In my most humble of opinions. New source of reeds. Alright. That's that. Everything's going smoothly. I will bump you up to my top priority. And we're good to go. Remember roads? I remember roads. From long ago, the before time. Here I can make pies. I can make coal. And I can make incense. Here I can make, you know, all the high tier or all the second tier building materials, which is good. Yeah, I'll let them make pipes too. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. This is where I can make clothes, oil, and scrolls. I make scrolls by putting pigments on wood. Here I can make some water skins. I can make some cloth. Or fabric, as some people might want to call it. And trade luxury goods. And here, simple tools. Training gear. Oh, you need water skins to hold water, you know? Or more, in this case, more beer and wine. They do love their beer and wine around these parts. that's a small encampment. I did not note that. That changes things up quite a bit. Basically, everything can be used as an ingredient for something else. Not everything, but like most things. There are some things that are in the line materials, but it's mostly like, you know, build water skins to make ale, and then you use your ale at the tavern to make people happy. Stuff like that. You know how it works. Building roads, chopping trees, pushing back the inexorable force of decay of the universe. Completed that. Start a new order. Stone roads. These are timed orders, which are hard. So I tend not to do them. Getting to 2 Forbidden Glades in 12 minutes. Probably not gonna happen. That's a big game. That's a very big game. Have fun installing that. What I'm saying to Last of Us Part 1. Oh. So you already got it downloaded. Have fun with that. And now we're facing one of the bigger problems that shows up at the end of where there is impossible to make people happy enough. Hopefully, this will get done soon. Okay? Bad situation. No one's happy. No one is happy. We're going to lose a lot of people this year, I think. Which is kind of a self-correcting force, because when you lose people, your impatience goes up. And when your impatience goes up, the hostility goes down. But I am going to wait until end of the season to invite the new group of people in. All right, that was lost 2 people. That storm season, not ideal. I think I'm going to go with this one. This one increases production speed by 25% for every 5 villagers with the need for education fulfilled. This does provide the need for education. I do have scrolls, which is the other requirement necessary, which means I feel pretty comfortable about my ability to meet that demand. Still did not like that I lost multiple people that season. Always unpleasant when you lose people, considering how important people are. But it does happen. There's some stuff here, but I'm going to be spending my money actually focused on improving my trade routes. Improved trade routes are pretty great, pretty vital. Alright, this one reduces human resolve. That's fine. My humans are pretty happy. It'll let me build stuff other places, which is always nice. Always nice to be able to expand what you can do with what you have. Excuse me. And in addition to letting you trade in like luxury goods for services, this also city buildings also provide you with a given like overall benefit, big benefit, which in this case is the ability to have stuff last longer. You burn it in the woods. Alright, you need someone else there. I want to move you off because we are still running low on wood. I do need another stone cutter. Maybe I'm just going to stick with what I got. I've suddenly found I don't have enough people. Hopefully my hunger for wood will be reduced sooner or later. So since I'm running out of people, well, as soon as I'm done with this, we'll send someone here and have some more people to do things. Alright, forgot to update this one. It's recipes. And we move into the next season. You see, water skins are our recipe. Are a component we can use here to make wine. Fortunately, we don't have anything that needs wine, but we probably will at some point. Especially due to the way that I tend to highly prioritize getting service buildings, because they actually are really useful. Okay, people got happy for some reason. Don't know why it was. But they're happy now. Oh, probably because I finished this. Let's make a push here. Yeah. As you can see, with me building these buildings here, I am suddenly at a point where I do not have enough people to go around, despite being like having too many people with nothing to do, just like a second ago. And I also want to build a mine, like right here. And you can hear that rumbling thunder. That means that a storm is a-comin'. Or as some people like to say, a bad moon is on the rise. Alright, and nobody's happy. As per usual. As per usual, as people like to say. I do have more coal this year. So hopefully I'll be able to last on that for a little while. Yep. Uh-huh. And as you see, when you select a given building, it'll show all the relevant nodes of its type on the map, which is extremely useful. And you can also build movies around, which is also very useful. Yep, we are going to lose some people this year. And we got 8. Okay. Just barely avoided losing them. That was too close. This will let me get new people faster, which I think is something I want. Especially, with everything else going on. And we are now out of buildings. Let's see what I can get from this guy. I don't care for that, don't care for that, don't care for that. Care for that. Additional clearance time is always nice. What I need to do is build some new housing. Let's build a beaver house. Because each of these specific houses can hold one person. So beaver house, human house, and harpy house will do the trick. This new load of people. I'll need to build, actually need to build one more of each to handle that other influx that's going to be coming in soon. Human house, beaver house. Where's harpy house? Harpy house. Sometimes I do have trouble navigating the menus, just because like my vision is like icons. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. So I guess we just finished this. Yep. To explain why I have new influx of people. And not enough houses for them all. Right, I did want to move you up to 25 crops. Because we need that many for that particular mission. And what I really need right now is tools. Tools are very useful. But I think I'm also going to build a warehouse. I got into gaming like really young, like 6 or 7. I think the very first video game that I remember playing, probably not the first game I played, but the first game I remember playing was the original Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 1, which we got on a what's it called? A layaway? The one where like you put something off to the side. It's like I'll come get it, and like you then you pay towards it. We put it on that program, and eventually over like I guess 12 weeks of putting our $5 allowance, maybe 6 weeks of us both putting our $5 week allowance into it, we got the game. Me and my brother. My brother played it. I read the instruction manual. Because that was the agreement of the time. Layaway, yeah. And yeah, that was and then we played a lot. I played a lot of Nintendo games, like on the original NES. Big fan of that era of games. Not really. When I finally started really coming to my ability to actually play the games when the Super Nintendo came out. That was my big era of games. But it was not bad. It was not bad. I really like those old JRPGs. Which apparently is a bad word these days. I was not aware of that. I was not aware that there was an anti-JRPG animus out there in the world today. Which is... I think it's silly that people use the word JRPG as like a negative term. I don't think that it's silly that people dislike people using it as a negative term, if that makes any sense. Like the Japanese developers who are pushing back against the use of the term, perfectly understandable. I see where they're coming from. But people like Phil Fish saying, yeah, JRPGs are all bad, is like, okay, alright. That sounds like racism to me. And I think racism is bad. There, I said it. I know I'm a revolutionary now. I need to build some paved roads. Because, like, when I think of, like, my favorite video games of all time, I think of games like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI and like Earthbound. Games from, like, that golden age of the JRPG, for lack of a better commonly understood term for them. They were some really good games. I really enjoyed them. And like even like the original Final Fantasy was a great game, and there's been so many great games that have come out of Japan. The idea of denigrating all of them with a label is just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It seems utterly nonsensical to me, and like why people would do that. And you see, yeah. Well, I remember I never had an Atari myself, but I had a neighbor at some point who had an Atari, and I'd play them. I didn't like the controls. Didn't care for it. Give me that like hard rectangle that you had to hold in your hands like this. That's how that was my game. Pong was too fast-paced for me. I like things that were a little more sedate, a little more calm, a little more contemplative. I didn't have time to, like, play Pong. It was too hard for me. I am bad at video games that require you to have, like, any degree of, like, finesse. I could see how the knob would be more accessible for some players. It was not for me. Alright. Storm time again. Great. Great. And we'll see how long we can last like this. With all of our supplies being drained out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, interesting. So each map has its own like special like modifiers. This one makes it so that stuff you burn in the hearth burns faster, which is, not ideal when like my hostility is so high. I don't have enough coal to go around. Oh, Sir Renwell Redmane's here. Our favorite. So let's see. Do I have anything I would like to sell? Well, I guess I could sell a bunch of these. I don't need all 113 of these. I get 21. 21 monies. And yes, please. This increases our happiness based off the amount of trade routes we've made. Since we're making tons of trade routes, that'll make us very happy. Happiness tends to be, in my experience at least, the hardest thing to manage in this game because people like when they have things that they like, and like I don't have things. We don't have things. We're trying to make do here. The world has ended. We're trying to survive. We don't get to have things yet. See, that gives another completed mission. Good. Good. That guy, okay. Plus the vegetables, fine, great, I love it. This guy, I need clearance. Yeah, clearance water. I'm gonna build a rain collector down here. I want to see if there's any places I can build geyser pumps. Just drainage water. Or drizzle water. Great. We'll also put a guy onto it. These are archaeological discoveries. Archaeological discoveries are pretty great. In that they give you some pretty sizable bonuses. At the downside of like requiring a pretty decent outlay of materials. Yes, I do need copper bars I can make. So I'll just plop the furnace down over here. And we'll build it when we can build it. I was always super excited like when Nintendo put out like a gun accessory. Like the giant Super Nintendo cannon was like so cool to me, even though it was like not that fun to actually play with. But I was like, dang, look at this cool gun. Who doesn't love the cool gun? And yeah, so basically right now what we're doing is it was falling into like a pattern of like slowly building things, trying to get the materials we need for like things like this, for like these things, the caches. Slowly grinding up our reputation. Our reputation is actually pretty low for this late in the game, but pretty soon we'll be at a point where we can start opening a lot of caches. We'll start getting to a point where like, well, I'll start transitioning from like keeping goods to spending goods, or not spending goods, sending stuff back to the Citadel, which will increase my reputation, which will move us towards the end game. We're kind of in the end game, I guess would be the way of putting it. Yeah. despite being like only at like 7 out of 14. You'd think, oh, we're only halfway through, but we're going to be moving towards a point where we mostly focus on getting stuff done rather than getting stuff to get done. If that makes any sense? I'm sure it makes all the sense in the world. Like this one, it's a good pile of stuff, but also I'm just going to send it back to the Citadel. This one, we'll just send it back to this +5 glade work. Back to the Citadel. And now start getting with some drizzle water, which we can start putting in towards completing this. Once this guy's done setting this stuff back, I'll have a... Actually, I'm going to actually go to consumption controls, turn off scroll consumption, which will let us save up some scrolls, which will then allow us to complete this quest. But once this guy's done here, we'll be done with this quest. We'll be able to move forward with that. And ultimately, that's what a lot of the game is about. It's about getting these quests done. There we go. That feels nice, having that done. Having that out of the way. We're good on food, because we have a lot of farms. We're just about done expanding our trade route options. I do want you. So that's 11. And I do also want you. Careless about the you. This one gives me more harpies with each time I get a new group of people. So I need 29 minus 5, 24. Which is 30 money. Let's see, what do I got that I can sell? I do have a lot of grain. Go. Am I eating grain? I'm not eating grain. Okay. That'll help with happiness as well. Well, by the next time that I have a person come by, I should be maxed out in this, so I should start just beginning. I should start rolling in the cash these days. Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're rolling the cash. When you roll in the cash, it's like rolling in the deep, but you have money instead. We're good on housing. We're good on a lot of things. Including tools. Okay, we need some houses. Like now. Like yesterday. I do need a bunch of... I'm going to build some harpy houses. Because the harpies, they gotta keep the harpies happy. And they're not going to be happy this storm season. That's for dang sure. Dang it. And we are low on fire. If people aren't happy, this is not an ideal situation to be in. We need another woodcutter's camp. Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of people this season, which is fine because we'll get a bunch of them back next time. And we are really close to being done. What I need is I'll take the form. People are not happy. And now they're happy. Now everyone's happy. Everyone's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's not get flying off the handle. You know what I'm saying? As you can see from like the resources that we need wood. We mostly just need wood. And a lot of it. And honestly, our impatience is so low. What sparkling stuff? You mean like this? That's just means forest. Not forest. That means farm. Farm. Yeah, and that's like that's them like what's the word I'm looking for? Our planting. We are a little bit low on stone, but that's okay. Like I said, we're really heading into the end game now. Like, look at this! It's like some sort of giant fishman lighthouse. I'm gonna make it. I want to take it mine. Steal it. And I'm going to... Ooh, no. You see, this resource here is a meta currency. And meta currencies are very valuable. Because they let you upgrade stuff. Who doesn't like upgrading stuff? Okay. Reduce storm duration. Good. Okay. Alright. Okay. You have any? No, you have brick though. I might buy all of your brick because I need bricks. I also need someone to work here. In our furnace, we can make pies, as you do. This is going to have some negative repercussions, I think, unless I can get there really quick. But now we play the waiting game. And that gives us more ore by bringing the mine. You dig deeper, as you do. We're going to be coming pretty close to that. At least once it's done, people will be happy. Yeah, not having any wood is there's I do love my little dudes. They're just going around and doing stuff. Doing it to it. No. I don't care if the resolve is low, I'm still gonna bring in a new batch of people. We got humans, we got our beavers, we got our harpies. You know, just you know, doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Just doing their job. All right. People are not going to be happy. Since people work here in the forum. That way if people are upset, they can talk about it. That's a good one to get. Sure. Alright. Yeah. And let's buy all of your planks this time. All of our money. Here's some nice upgrades. That'll help us along. That'll make us happier for every cache that gets opened, which we won't be opening caches anyway, so we'll be doing that. Oh right, we need to be doing stuff here. We got plenty of you. We got some of you, so we'll do that. And we'll build a tinctuary as our last industrial upgrade. We really need some water skins. But we don't have any. So that's how it goes. Yeah, if we finish this, we should have the all the materials. Finishing this excavation here should push us into the maximum level of happiness. Or not maximum level. That should give us enough reputation to win. Which hopefully we should be pretty close to. One more thing we need to do. So yeah, we're just about finished up here. Now we're just kind of like now we're really just gotta do this one last thing and then we'll be done. We just gotta beat out the storm. But just because we're almost done doesn't mean that we can like give up on the important things that we need to do. Like selling stuff to people. Gotta have the money. Against the storm, you see, yes. The bad water from the sky. Well, at least we're finally starting to get some wood built up, which is nice. Okay, pigments we got plenty of. Tools we got plenty of. And we'll go ahead and convert that. So, we got... It'll take us 2 minutes and 22 seconds once we get everything brought in. We have 2 minutes 40 seconds to the storm. We're not going to get started in time, but we should be just about afterwards. Well, why not? Why not just buy everything I can get? You know, like really expand my list of perks. These are my perks. I have too many of them. Alright. We have a minute 30. Oh. It's going to be just a few seconds into it. I can feel it. I can taste it. Unless, of course, my high reputation. If you get your people happy enough, that'll generate reputation on its own. So I guess that's kind of like the two timers we're running and see who gets what. Come on. 10. Just as the storm started. Finish it off. Photo finish. Whew. It's usually not that dramatic. But now we have finished off the cycle. So the big storm comes and washes away all of the settlements on the map. And we'll do that. I'm going to go to the smoldering city, which is like the hub, and I'm going to buy some upgrades. So I do have a nice quantity of resources I can spend. This is really the last one I really want to get, but I can't get until I level up one more time, which I'm like 4 XP away from. But next time. So I'm going to get this one, which mostly I'm getting for this one, where all resource nodes have +1 available charge. These ones are super not, like, useful for me. But hopefully after the next map, I'll be able to buy this one, which gives a permanent +5 storage capacity, which is really nice. And then I think before I call it a night, I'll just show off the map a little bit. Show off the little places that you can have things to have, like, different modifiers. Like this one starts with an additional 50 hostility. This one storms longer. This one you can't control food consumption or favor any species, because it's all about equality. This one, only dangerous glades are found. There's fishmen here. Oh man, that's orders are disabled. That would be interesting. This one lets you have one of you gets to choose one of your starting buildings, which is super nice. Yeah, all in all, some very interesting selections for that. But that's going to wait for the next time I play, because I believe I'm going to call it a night here. Thank you everyone for coming out. I hope you had a good time watching the stream. This may happen again. I'm perfectly happy to play some more Against the Storm, or maybe another game, depending on how the mood fits me. But yeah, for night, that's going to be it. Everyone take care of yourselves.